You cast Vicious Mockery. What do you say to hurt your opponent? All right, give them to me in the comments. Let's see what you got. Okay, this one's a little bit musical at first, but there once was a maiden from Stoneberry Hollow. She didn't talk much, but boy did she swallow. I had a nice lance that she sat upon. The maiden from Stoneberry, who was also your mom. You think I'm magic? I'm about as magic as your dad. He disappeared, didn't he? I almost peed. By the way, is your boyfriend single? I would be afraid to do your husband. I'm more woman than you and all 4 of his current mistresses combined. Do you wear water wings when you eat soup, or do you wait for the lifeguard? You are the sort of person who would take out a mayonnaise popsicle at a family function and suck on it while saying, this is glorious. In order to learn something, you have to listen to something other than cavernous sounds of your own ignorance. Your visage is so hideous. If someone were to paint your portrait, you'd need not a hammer nor nail, for the painting would hang itself. Jesus! Do you use your right or left hand when you wipe your ass? Because I use toilet paper. Of the 4 men your wife is currently copulating with, are you one of the side hoes or the one who doesn't know about the others? Ooh, hit home with that. Your significant other is so old that their chiropractor is a paleontologist. Your girlfriend is so ugly, goblins break into her house just to close the curtains. You know, one day you'll have to face whatever saw fit to let you exist in the universe, and you're going to have to justify the space you filled. You're none of your best friend's best friend. Did the gods curse you with an ass for a face? Natural selection must have been on vacation on the day you were born. Roses are red, violets are blue, your mom's a wench and your dad left you. He just went for milk. What kind of dump did you pull that fashion attire from? Not even a beggar would wear that. Listen, I got it at Walmart, man. If you spoke your mind, you'd be speechless. I'd like to have an intelligent conversation, so please stop talking. It's quite difficult to underestimate you. The bar was so low, it was practically a tripping hazard in hell. Yet, here you are, limbo dancing with the devil. You're a short motherfucker and nobody likes you. Nothing. Just a subtle sigh of disappointment that screams, you're not worth me taking the time to come up with a quip. You're just another minion. I appreciate you giving me a warning shot, but 7 of them in a row is a bit much. It's not my fault the succubus told you that she just wanted to remain friends. Your parents must be rogues. They used a bonus action to disengage and took the dash action to abandon you. Oh my god. Oh my god. Everyone has a dump stat, but bold of you to dump charisma, wisdom, and intelligence. You look like the kind of person who only drops common loot. The day you were born, neither of your parents showed up. Your mother is a whore, which is much more respectable and successful than anything you've done with your life. Oh my god. Wow, I didn't know you knew power word kill, but apparently you cast it on your sense of fashion. Yeah, I know you're a storm giant, but from this angle, even gnomes are bigger than you. Dude, no matter how many kingdoms you take over, she's not coming back. Yeah, Strahd, take the hint. I was going to cast Reduce on you, but you're already tiny size. Even the bodies you cast Animate Dead on talk about you behind your back. Your dad went for milk and cigarettes. No matter how many kingdoms you invade, he's still not there. What is he, Jing from frickin' Hunter x Hunter? I've tried to see things from your point of view, but I couldn't fit my head up my ass. don't have the time nor the crayons to explain this to you because you keep eating the crayons. Oh my god, I gotta remain composed. My sister recently gaslit a goblin shaman into a fatal existential crisis by telling it about the non-existent racial oppression of goblins by the governments of the world. Now, mind you, this game world had no governments to speak of, but a nat 1 on a wisdom save ensured the goblin knew nothing of that. Every time I look in the mirror and see how ugly and gross I am, I cry a little inside. But I keep a picture of you next to it to remind me that at least I'm not that ugly. Describing you is giving me more material for future vicious mockeries. No, I'd insult you, but I'm having trouble finding the right words that adequately describe how horrible you are. I'd insult you, but I'm having difficulty composing something to match the reality before me. I'd insult you, but you make my usual go-tos feel like compliments. Your mom is so old, people are still looking for her phylactery. Oh my Jesus Christ. If you were locked into a room with a starving mind flayer, you'd survive. What is he, Fry? You've a face such that not even a succubus would take advantage of you. You know that's pretty frickin' bad. You're about as sharp as a marble, ain't ya? When people ask your parents about you, they change the subject. I must apologize. It would seem I have overestimated you. It's kind of like being disappointed in someone just like, yeah, you're not even worth my time. I'm disappointed. You are a knave, a rascal, an eater of broken meats, a base, proud, shallow, beggarly, three-suited, action-taking, horse-son, glass-gazing, super-serviceable, finical rogue, one-trunk inheriting slave, one that wouldst be a bard in way of good service, and art nothing but the composition of a knave, beggar, coward, pander, and the son and heir of a mongrel bitch, one who I will beat into clamorous whining if thou deniest the least syllable of thy addition. You look like your mom married her troll half-brother and had you in Alabama. I can't believe I'm wasting a spell slot on this. Do you even have self-esteem? I don't even know where to begin. What hurts you more, thinking or seeing your reflection? Good news, I'm a vampire, I don't have to look. Even if you relentlessly pursue lifestyles and experiences from your childhood, you will never be able to recapture the kind of happiness you remember. That's not an insult, that's just pain right there. Your mama is so ugly. Groomish took one look at her and told Corellian to take his other eye for Cusco. I bet your mom was happy after having you, not because she just gave birth, but because your big-ass seven head finally left her body. I mean, hey, more room for me. Do you know the difference between your face and your ass? Neither do we! I was hoping you'd give us a clue. If a zombie ate your brain, it'd die of food poisoning. Your favorite painting is a mirror. Ooh, getting out that ego. Roses are red, violence is too. No one here is afraid of you. You call yourself a sorcerer? You can't even cast a shadow. The DM could have made you as handsome as they wanted to, yet they chose to make you look like that. Keep that in mind. I don't need to read minds to see you're a novice with both kinds of blade. The one in your hand looks like it needs a good time, and the one down low is too small to give it. I promise, I'm trying to take you seriously, but I think we both know why I'll be failing to do so. You seem ill-equipped for battle, martial or wits. Your mother is never going to forgive me for what we're about to do to you. Oh well, I bet she'll still let me. How dare you make me see your face today? Did your father leave before or after realizing you'd amount to nothing? Do farm animals instinctively flee from you, or do they figure it out the hard way? This will take less than a minute, and yet you still won't have enough loot to make this worth my time. Hold on. Is fighting us your idea of ending your sad, pathetic life? Because I promise you, jumping off a cliff would have been more painless and less humiliating. Bob Ross said you're a mistake. Not even a happy little secret mistake. You're just a mistake right out there in the public. Some Shakespearean insults. Let me demonstrate. You cream-faced loon! You craven hedge pig! You body gudgeon! Ideally, you use thou. Works well with a tragedy college bard. May your L's be many and your bitches few. Your mom has balls and your dad loves them too. I don't know who sold you that mask, but you should ask for a refund. Oh, Jesus. My bad. That was your face. You aren't worth what your father shot to make you, and you know it. Your mama was a snowblower. Your tone is terrible. Bards will understand that one. What did that instrument ever do to you? Really? We gotta do this again? Don't you remember what happened last time? Wait, you don't? Damn, was it that traumatic to hear that the day after you first insulted me, I became your stepfather? Well, sure, you tried to be evil, but your older brother just did it better. Your best laid plans are about as dull as a river stone and blander than an all-flour cookie. If your skill set wasn't so predictable and mundane, you might have at least scratched me before your merciful end. And this is a mercy. I'm sorry. Who are you again? Your name is so well known. I see your phone number at every glory hole. Call 1-800-SUCK-A-LOT. Your mama's so big, cartographers use her as a landmark. You couldn't hit the broadside of a barn with a fireball. I'd call ya one of your parents' crotch goblins. But that'd be insulting to both your parents and the goblins. You know, when I was set out to fight a powerful red dragon, such as yourself, I was expecting a nuclear disaster. How is it possible that you've somehow failed to live up to that expectation? You're a bloody red dragon, for God's sake, not a kobold! Hell, that poor kobold we just slaughtered back there surprisingly put up more of a fight than you ever did in your entire fucking life! And that poor thing is just a kobold! Hey everybody, Brian Von VA checking in after the vid. Please make sure to leave a like, subscribe, ring that bell, and of course, leave a comment down below letting us know what your favorite little bitty bout of vicious mockery ever was. We love you all. Be safe, be happy. We'll see you next time. Bye for now.